loga, facing over. You a queen when I less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Girl, you're such a powerful woman.
Hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's your girl Owamie, aka Miss Fearful, called running back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, I was very welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Also, please do not forget to go and follow Gogo Manzini. And obviously, I'm gonna have her details right here on the screen so that you can also go follow her. She also has a YouTube channel. I will also link that down below. Now, obviously, I'm so happy that this video is sponsored by the Kitchen Wrap Company. Let's go ahead and check them out.
Hi, I am Prudence Mabaso and I am an entrepreneur. I own the Kitchen Wrap Company. What we do is we give kitchens facelifts, we refurbish kitchens. We use sustainable materials that are very affordable, that are cost effective, and that are very safe to use as well. So this is an alternative to your traditional renovation, as it saves you time and it saves you money. I've done over 200 kitchens over the past 2 years. I've not had unhappy customers. I've actually had clients calling me to come in to do more work for them. So kitchen wrapping is a process of applying adhesive film to furniture or cabinets. So most wraps are done within a few hours.
Obviously, as you guys saw, she actually does beautiful kitchen wrap-ups or rather wraps. So basically, if you want to change your color, or you want to upgrade your kitchen and you don't want to go the route of actually ripping everything out, she is the perfect person to actually contact. I will also leave her website in the description box down below. And guys, she is actually running a competition right now where one ninja can actually win or will win a kitchen makeover, and I'm just so excited for you guys. So make sure that you run to her website and also make sure that you enter the competition, because who is missing that? If I was not renting, I was also going to do that, but I have a feeling that my landlord will not approve.
They will not be happy. They will say, "Who's happy? You must change that."
So, hello, landlord, can I change to red?
No, you
but
can't.
anyway, yeah. Thank you so much, the Kitchen Wrap Company, for sponsoring this video. As I said, a website link will be in the description box down below. Now, child, today we are back with Gogo Manzini. Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
You are literally now the friend of the show.
Yes, I am the friend of the show, and I love it. I love the ninjas. I love being here.
The ninjas are also loving you
Yeah,
so
thank
much.
you so
I see
much.
that.
I can see by the comments.
Right?
There's nothing boring like people that talk things, hateful things. But your ninjas are.
No,
They good.
forget. Like, I have the best community on YouTube. And besides, if they don't speak nice, it's overloy.
Yes,
I'm kidding, ninjas. But anyway, today, guys, we are actually going to be continuing. We're going to have a part 2 of love potions. Because if you guys watched that first episode, that obviously was our first sort of like collab. I should say collab now.
Yes.
Guys, like, I was just shocked. Like, it was just jaw drop, poop being eaten.
Yeah. And that's what happens every day.
What? Oh my god.
But what you don't know won't hurt you. Because they don't know that they're eating poop.
But again, like, knowledge is power. So what the moment you know the truth will set you free.
Yeah.
Right?
But then no one will tell you that.
Unless if the motive flies.
So yeah, thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much. Let's do this because your people wanted a part 2. They wanted a part 2. I think you showed me the messages, and some were also asking me questions on private.
Yeah.
And then I decided that I cannot be answering one by one because now I deal with hundreds of people a day. And then I said, let's do this again, the second option, the second episode, so that they can get more and more onto this love relationship portions or herbs or umuti, whereas we didn't touch the part of bringing back your ex. The last time we just spoke
those are the
about
questions that we've been getting. Like, how do I bring back my guys? My ex way. Do like leave your exes?
Oh, why? Because we can't
Leave
carry
them.
on. We can't carry on.
Wait a minute. Let me ask. Woo, chill.
There's something we need to understand here.
If my ex comes to you, like, you better not. Like,
I will. I'm doing a job for my ancestors. I'm sorry.
well, anyway, it won't work on me. Anyway, but that's fine. Okay.
So now you find yourself in a situation where you're dating somebody and you have not used a love potion on them, and they meet somebody, and then that person takes them. It can be a love potion that took them, or it can be natural love. He doesn't love you anymore.
Yeah.
He loves that other party.
Yeah.
Then now there's herbs, we call them isikafulo, like you bring back your ex-lover. So we use those herbs. Those herbs, we use them at night to call upon the person that is not with you anymore, and you still want them back. So then you know their surnames, you know most all about them. And then so when you use those herbs, you stand outside at the night, you take them a pinch, you put them in your left hand, you talk to Owamie, come back. I still want you wherever you are. You must not have peace. Your mind must be all over thinking about me all the time. Your heart must not be where you are, but your heart must be here with me. So what happens on the other person, they now feel as if they miss you a lot. Right? They now feel as if they made a mistake by leaving you. They now feel as if their life is stuck because they are not with you. That is umuti. That is when you are using those herbs to call those people back. So if I am not at peace every day, I'm thinking about you. Like, let's say I did something wrong to you, and I'm always thinking that but I did bad. When am I gonna feel better? I'm gonna feel better when I reach out to say, oh, look, whatever happened the other day, I didn't mean it. Can we please forgive each other and be friends again? So now that's what the bring back your lover does. The person is not at peace until they pick up that phone and give you a call or DM you if they don't have your number anymore. Uguti, are you still alive? I am so much missing you. My life is on hold since you are not around. And then I need you back. So there's people that must break up with people, but they're still not at peace. Yeah. Uguti, I don't believe that he's not with me anymore. Or I don't believe that she's not with me anymore. But with the correct herbs, Siamlanda. Remember, I told you witchcraft or muti using is when you are manipulating the mind of the other person so that they can do what you want them to do for your own benefit. Now it's about you. There's nothing wrong. I'm going to say it again. There is nothing wrong with what I do for myself because that makes me happy. I saw the future with that person. I knew where I wanted to go with that person. So I can't. But
that person doesn't want anymore.
But
that person doesn't want you.
It's not about that person, baby. It's about me. Building what I want to build for myself. That is how this world operates. You need to be selfish. Because when someone has to do something to you, they will do it without thinking twice. We need to stop acting holy sometimes. But we're hurting inside.
No, but okay, like... Okay, but us down. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. Kafulo is when you are actually using umuti to bring a lost lover, basically.
Yeah.
Your ex back.
Yeah.
So iskafulo only works with someone that you were once with.
Yes. Umuthi owami uyamixwa. We mix umuthi. Iskafulo is made of few herbs, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 12. 12 herbs mixed in one. So the 12 herbs now, you as a traditional healer, you need to study the properties. This is supposed to do this. This is supposed to do this. This is supposed to do this. When all these now are combined, they do this. But in every muti that you use, you need to be able to install spirits.
So which spirit then is installed in the iskafulo muti?
Pela, I cannot dwell on my secrets, kakulu. But you need to know how to invoke spirits as a traditional healer. Okay. Because now umuti, but then sometimes you need to go to the graveyards to get some spirits there. Sometimes you need to go to the river. You need to know how to collect the spirits. Now, some people go to the river just to bat, thinking they're getting healed or they're getting whatever. Do you know how to command the spirit? Do you know the spirit of that river? Have you commandile and it came and it told you that you can carry on doing what you're doing? So you need to be able to manipulate the spirit as well, so that the spirit can come to those particular herbs, and then those herbs can go to the owner, and then the owner follows the instructions of the herbs, and then the herbs works. That's how works. That's how herbs works. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that is how we play it. If ungowam, I made up my mind. I'm not sure. I don't care about you.
So you're now bringing back the lost lover with umuti. So this person now will be thinking about you, and then after that, the next thing is, hi, Owamie, I've been missing you.
Come back. And yes, let's meet. We can meet.
And then you meet over because this is what you wanted, and you know what you did.
You know.
So you're gonna go obviously and meet them.
Hey.
And then after
okay.
Now you guys are now together. Obviously, you guys talk. He's like, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Of course, you are gonna say, I forgive you because you went to Gogo Manzini for this. So now, when you now get this person that did not want you back, but he was chemically and witchcraftically,
yes,
called back.
Yes.
Do you now have to force this person with love potion?
Immediately, Pela, what are you waiting for? Because that person is gonna. Hibo, Pela, you know the reason the person came back. You need. So now, what I always tell my clients is this. Because I know that when we call him, he's going to come back. Mm-hmm. Please, let's have a love potion ready. On standby. It has to be on standby. Because when now the herbs start working, the person comes back. The minute again, you need to go to Mbambe. Remember when you want a chicken, what do? When you want a chicken to come inside the house, you put mealies there. And then it... So the chicken will come in following the mealies. Once it's inside the house, you close the door, you hold it, you slaughter it. Maybe it runs around. Put mealies, you put it back, in. Once it's inside the house, you lock the door. So you need to say, once they respond to Isikafulo now, to the bring back.
The message comes that night.
Make no mistake, because one thing that I always tell people, sometimes you would go and say, imita sebenzi. We wait too long. What I always tell my clients or everybody that I talk to or everybody that reaches out to me about advice, about certain things, people that uses umuti, people that are on this line of using herbs, a relationship is very better for you to start with a love potion on the early days. Because once a person changes, it becomes hard. But it's much, much better when the time they still buy you roses, give you hugs, take you on walks, cuddle and things like that. That is when you need to start building your house.
But how early is too early, Gogo? Because remember, you did say with the part 1 that if you give this man a love potion, you better be sure.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to
he's
say.
The one, right?
Yes.
So I mean, think about it. Now these days, the honeymoon phase, this niggas, it's not. It doesn't even go to 2 months. You already have not even seen this person for who they really are. And then you know what is the problem again? You will find yourself bumping a love scam.
You love scammer, you cannot. They will not scam you with
I know that you will not bamba a love scammer, but you will end up giving a love potion to a love scammer. Remember, Ngiti, like, how can I say this?
Yeah, I get what you are trying to say. But remember, a love potion changes and it manipulates the mind outside of the person.
It witches.
Yes. It manipulates. So when now within yourself as a person, once you have made that decision with yourself, this is the one that I want, use a love potion. That person is going to be the way that you want them to be. Noma ngaba fika tu yadlula.
But Gogo, this is the part that I'm saying. Remember, a love scammer, they don't have a job. They don't work. The money they have is because they scammed another woman. Now they're moving to me to try scam me so that they can move to the next.
Yeah, that's...
So I mean, unless I give this person a love potion, now I just gave a jobless person.
They do give them jobless person. They do give love people, and I don't want them to do that. But umuntu akhalela tu yena uyamthanda.
Okay, but like for me, we did say in the first one, like, why are you giving a job?
I did say also on the first person that you need to study the person. Phela i2 months right. I2 months maybe let's say you can see, we would know this is not the person. You give a person time. You study the person.
Okay.
You cannot just meet them today and then tomorrow you give them a love potion.
What time would you say maybe from?
I think 2 months, Mina, I've learned you. I've studied you.
But that's the thing. Coco, you've never come across a love scammer, hey? I've come across one. A love scammer? Oh my goodness. Like, I don't even want to lie. A love scammer can pretend 6 months young.
Faka love potion, sis.
Faka
Faka love potion, Sandosam. Because now you are getting yourself there. I'm not calling you to come for a love potion, pet. Don't blame me tomorrow. So what I'm trying to say is that study your men and come get love potion for them. Uguti unjani or wenzeni, I do not enter and I do not
when
fit.
you're saying this is the one.
Okay,
that is fine.
Yes.
So now, I mean, today obviously we're talking about love potions, but we're also now talking about bringing back that lost lava. So now, my biggest question now is that obviously for the fact that things did not work out the first time, it means that things are just not working out.
Then that's why Umuti is always there to make things work out. Muti didn't work out, yes. But what if he cheated on you and when you feel good about sometimes? It's about you, sweetie. It's about how that person feels. It's about how you feel about the person at the end of the day. It's not
how
about
the person feels about you.
No, not with love potions. The love potions, it makes them feel about you the way that you want them to feel about you. You've never loved a person. I don't know you. I'm not talking about you when I say that.
No, I know.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm just saying you've never loved a person to an extent that you see, Uguti, that is where your life is.
I think for me, like I have, I really have. Remember, I was married for 9 years. I loved that guy. I won't like him. Bang, I know that. Who was out there almost driving to trucks. I think that for me, it's just a matter of my way of life. There's no other way because remember, I don't consult, I don't use any witchcraft, right? But so we've all been there. I don't even want to. I think it also just goes with what is your belief.
Yeah, and it's not your belief also, it's the healing process. What do you use to heal? Someone would say, I heal by sleeping, I heal by crying. Someone would say, I heal by using muti. So the only way I can heal is to see him back.
With my muti.
With my muti. That's the only way I could use him to. But in also in most instances, besides a love potion, when you do a love potion, then you put that in your blood, blah 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 blah. As we explained on the first one, you're not gonna go back.
Yeah, you should go watch part 1 if you
exactly. Yeah, we're not gonna go back. But now there's that most concoction that you make in a bottle, and then you put izinsila zakhe, his dead and your dead in that bottle with that muti, and then you bury that muti. So now I cannot cook for him. Or siyajola, but I don't cook for him. Or I think he's gonna catch me when I cook for him. And then I wanna put this in my body so that I bamba him.
But then,
Or I'm going to do the bottle and then I'm gonna go bury the bottle and then the bottle iboshiwe, the muti is there wrapped, sibambene waya.
how do you get his
DNA, you are still dating, Akiri.
So like, because obviously you can't get his like poop.
You can get his dirt like from the clothes, from the socks.
So you take a sock and bring it.
You
to
take a
Gogo.
sock and then you peel it most wire. And then you take his underwears down there ngaphakathi and then you keep her the threads. Like, you know, things like that. And then you go to the t-shirt there, most. You see here there's a umpet or things. I take whatever that I can take from the clothes, not from the body.
Oh, okay.
And then you take yours. And then you take this muti. And then you mix together. And then we give you the small bottle. The small bottles, I can show you. The small bottles, they. Can I check?
Yeah.
Quickly. Just to show you what I'm talking about. Then it makes. Pela, you are shooting in my house today. My bottles, they stay even in my kitchen.
That's how Muti works in this
there.
house. I'm there. I'm not here to play with you.
Yeah, so
Okay.
there's bottles.
So small, guys.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but look at that.
Yeah.
So small.
Yes. So
Okay.
in this bottle, Akiri, when I tell you that, okay, so when I'm gonna send this to you, maybe let's say you're far, you don't want to come, or you
Okay.
can't come,
Yeah.
but we've done most our online consultations, and then we see what's going on. And then when this is sent to you, it is sent with
Already
herbs,
herbs. Okay.
a little bit.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be, you know,
Yeah.
a little bit of oily herbs, and then it's sent. So when it's sent now, you then take your DNA
Okay.
from the clothes.
And then
Even
you,
yes, but for you, then you can also mix most any debt that is yours because it's
You have
easy
access to
accessible.
yourself, yeah.
Yes, and then you put that there.
Okay.
And then you put his DNA there from the socks and things like that. And then you close the bottle. When you close the bottle, there's a red thread that we send you.
For danger.
Yes. And then you tie the red thread here and then you fasten. And then you go to a field, an open field or an open place. You dig. You take this bottle. You say, Wenas banbani. Nami mina ngiwuzibanibani mina nawe siyohlukaniswa ukufa, which is ukufa is a what is umgodi, it's a grave, right? Sizohlukaniswa ukufa now.
So like only death will separate us. So
yes.
basically you are marrying yourself in the absence of a pastor and your husband or your wife.
Good. And then you take that, you put there in that field, and then you close. You done. You go. You are done.
But then I've seen instances where sorry. I'm catching a flu, guys. I'm sorry. I've seen instances where there are certain people that take those bottles and stuff and pictures and whatever, they tie things and then they throw in the ocean.
For separation. Okay, those ones maybe they're for
I don't
relationships
know if
also.
they're
Yeah,
for relationships
there's
or
also
whatever.
ones that we use for separations. We'll talk about that else also.
Okay. And then now you find that there's somebody or papa just going to the ocean or that digging or whatever, and then it comes up. Now what happens? Because the spell was to say that death will.
I don't know about the ocean. I mean, I'm talking about a field.
Like let's say it's a field. Someone buys it. As time goes. 2
Buys
years,
what?
Buys the field, or somehow like they're digging. They're maybe trying to.
The bottle is not opened.
So as long as the bottle is not opened, it's fine.
It will never open, especially.
What do you mean?
The spirits that we involve and we put in the herbs there when we send it. So there's things that they would also say, don't touch. Most. They would say, don't touch that. There's spirits that we do, and there's a reason why we put the red thread on top here.
Guys, if anything you see that has a red thread, just leave it.
Yes,
Don't
exactly.
touch.
There's certain things that you don't gonna touch, but I'm telling you, that ritual, it's more than a love potion. It's a love spell. It's not just a love potion. We were talking about love potions last.
Yeah.
This is a spell that you cast on that person. Remember, when you put the things that you put inside that bottle, you talk. When you go now to do that funeral or something like that, till death do us apart. Death will do apart, Owamie, or come shoot me. So it's not just muti. There's oil. There's spirits that we put there. So it's not like I'm just gonna take muti and say put, then put your things. No, that is you are building that person is not gonna do anything around you. Even if you can tell them that go, they will not go. Now, also, you as a person that did that, your repercussions again is, remember, you should not be in any way be found cheating on this person. This person will bury you as you buried that. You can never, they love you.
So, guys, like,
they don't want anyone.
So now what happens if this person, I say, like, I meet him, everything is fine. Not that I'm saying anything, but let's say, into the relationship, guys, manhood injures. Guys, manhood can't function anymore. So you're stuck for that.
You are stuck. That's what you did for yourself. You went there to get it. This is not a love potion. It's a love spell.
So this is even stronger than the one that...
Yes. Now we are done.
So, okay, what happens if you go where you bury and then scratch the bottle? Yourself.
Yeah, I think maybe you can.
Then you can break it.
Yeah, you can. But what if it's not traceable?
So you just have to build...
How do you know Eskangeni Uguti, what did you bury where?
Wait,
remember, it's an open field and you will never remember, Uguti, I buried this after 5 years right here.
So this spell only works in like an open field?
Yeah.
You can't bury it in your house?
No.
What happens if you bury it in your house?
I don't know. But the rule is you do not bury it in your house where you stay. You bury it in an open field. What if you move from this house? So what would the reason be for you burying? Maybe let's say you will say, I will bury it here because I stay here. Then what if you move? So you bury it there. In the four corners of the world, where people don't meet, but me and you are going to meet. Where people don't come across each other, but me and you are going to come across each other. So that spell, that love spell is there. So there we get herbs we mix. They are from Mamboni in Mozambique. If you Google Mamboni is the deepest side of Mozambique. So for you to get those herbs, you need to travel there, because the reason we travel there is not because we don't have power. It's because we know that where to get which herbs. So I'm just, as I said last, that education is very important. Then, this kind of a plant, I can find it in this place. Then you travel for it. And then we get it, and then we come back. And then we get people married. We get people, everything. And then, also, on the love portions, that the things that you want to try, we're just saying love. Isikito. We did touch it a bit, but we didn't get deep into it because we were talking about something else.
I think that when it comes to Isikito, like, I really just want us to have an episode on that. Like, where we right deep into, but you can say
okay, yeah. Because Isikito now, then there's someone that disturbs you in your relationship. That is when you use it. And then there's also utukanezwe. Right, let me tell you about this. Utukanezwe is when you want someone to disappear.
So wait, can you do utukanezwe to someone that you did a love spell or a love potion on?
Yes, you can.
How? So there's actually a reversal.
It's not a reversal. Angisho manje uqale lapha.
Yeah.
Right? And then now you are doing utukanezwe. He will go, but wherever he is, he will love you.
That's wickedness.
Yeah, it's wickedness. There's nothing wicked in this world. So Dina. So
but he's starting to bore you because you gave this person a love potion. You have now made another child's head.
Yeah, that's what I say. Uguti Sandwa, listen, Mina, I'm not promoting izinto ezimbi. But as I said earlier on our chat, that you need to know that you love that person. So those are my words.
Yeah.
You need to know that you love that person. But now, utukanezwe, usually it happens when somebody did not use a love potion on the other person, but they are not becoming abusive or they are becoming however or whatsoever. And then now we use utukanezwe for you to go. You go, literally leave everything behind and go start a new life somewhere. You go. Even a person othandana nomuntu wakho ubona ukuthi this person is so much in love with my partner and my partner loves this person. What do? I make her disappear. That is what we call utukanezwe. So you find people homeless in the cities and sleeping on the roads, and you don't find nice, pretty people. Do you think what happened to them? Some is not drugs, because they get introduced to drugs when they get there. Why do you think they left their homes?
In the first place.
Exactly. Like a 15-year-old, 18-year-old girl walking around the city of Johannesburg, not knowing what to do. Agas, when the day is coming out or the sun is whatever, she doesn't even know what happened to her. That's utuganeza. Why? Because you were busy with my man, babe. At your 18 years of age, you're busy with my husband or you're busy with my man, then I'ma make you disappear. Because you are the one that causes stress to my kids. Because if my husband and I will fight on a daily basis because of you, that gives stress to the kids.
But then how do you now give, let's say maybe a same scenario, your husband's side chick that is maybe 18, 19 or 20. Your husband's side chick, doesn't come to your house or anything. How do you then get utuganezwe to that?
Okay, good. One, if a person stays with you, you throw it down there. If you ask them to sweep, like ask them, please sweep for me, my love. And then you are sweeping yourself away. You get my point? They would ask you to sweep. You were sweeping yourself out.
There's no more sweeping. I know you guys are
you must sweep.
You're going December home. Do not touch that group. that auntie, do not sweep.
Yes. Or else, if you stay with them, you put it on their shoes. So that when they get out forever.
So, okay, now you're not staying with them?
Now you're not staying with them. You use the one that the same method as the one that you used to call back your lover. Now that is isikafulo, right? Mm-hmm. Now you use isipepeto. Okay. But you use the same method. It's just different muti. Then now pepeta, when I put you here, I need to gather your names and your surnames and whatever. That I need to gather. And then I'm gonna say uguti hambala. Stay away from who and who. Forget about this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And then I use that and then I blow. And then I'm blowing you away.
So with that one, you don't need like intsila.
No.
Okay, so all you need is the accurate names.
And the picture in your mind. Where? You are now lawyering. Yeah. So your energy
must convert to
manifestation. You meditation. And then that is how you direct the energy of the herbs to that particular person. Mina, I give my clients classes on how to use umuti. I don't just give you umuti and say, go use it. I give you classes. How to talk.
How to witch.
How to ban. How to call upon the evil spirits. You need to know, because we need to see the muti happening.
But my question is, you call these evil spirits, do they these evil spirits, they just wait and then you command them, they do whatever they leave, but there are no consequences? Like this evil spirit, there's no evil spirit that comes like, hey Mar, this one is beautiful, tonight this one is
No. It's just that the spirits will say, Tina, we do it this side. Mm-hmm. And then when we give you the herbs readily.
Okay.
Yes, but then what we do is we have to tell you how to use it.
Okay.
Yes, we have to tell you how to use it.
So you tame the spirit.
Exactly. So, Mina, I just want to see people happy. That is the beautiful part of my job, is to see my clients happy. We send numbers of love potions per day. We send numbers of love spells per day. People are happy. But also, some other things, they want patience. Remember, we spoke about magic. Mm-hmm. Yes. Some things don't happen overnight. Okay. So hence, I told you that at the early ages of everything, at the early beginnings of everything, you just consult to Gogo, I want the bottle. The bottle works like a bomb with the one for the blood. I always command them to work as a pair.
The blood, what is
the one that you put inside your body?
Okay.
The one that we spoke about.
Oh, the one that
and then you add on, and then you are done with your love potion. Then you can move on with your life, and then you can carry on with your life. And then you need your partner to be able to do whatever you also say they must do. They must hear you.
So that's basically the part where you dump this person out. This
Yeah.
person now doesn't have their own mind.
They do.
I mean, their mind is limited.
But they can still go to work, they can still function
They
go well.
can, I get
But when it
that.
comes to you, abafuni next.
But that's what I'm saying.
Ah, because
Like,
I'm
when
afuni
it
next,
comes
you should
to
allow them.
you- when it comes to you, this person is down.
Yes, exactly. They must be. I get it. They must love me the way I want them to love me. I don't want them to be stupid.
I mean, no, they're not stupid, but they're stupid for you. Like, when it
Exactly.
comes
It's
to you-
fine. If it makes me happy, then it's fine. How many men have been playing with kids? Babantu langaphandle? How many women have been playing with men? Because it's not only men that gets played. How many hearts do you break? I don't love them. I just want this. We had that touch on the last episode. So herbs are designed to mold that particular person to be the thing that you want. You know, when you say, hi, lovey. And then they smile back. And then they go, "Munade kaya." And then it's beautiful at home. That is what we want. We want beautiful homes, don't we? Don't we? We want beautiful
but
homes.
I mean, we want beautiful homes, but Mina, I don't know, like, just at the back of my mind, just knowing that you are actually sweeting this to me because
I don't care, yes.
And you
do,
know.
yes, do you know that parents give their kids love potions?
Ooh, I know they do. Cheers!
Do you know that parents give their kids love potions?
They literally do, but I think that one actually, like, honestly, I have so many questions with that.
A
one
mama.
that day.
A mama. You know what? You are raising a baby boy. I mean, we all know him.
Yeah.
You can give him a love potion so that he does all that you want him to do, even if he can be in a relationship with somebody, even if he can be married with somebody. But all the reports are to mama.
But then what I want to now find out is that you as Gogo Manzini, right? Here's Owamie, right? My son Ray Ray. I come to you and I'm like, I need Umutu so that Ray Ray will listen to me, right? Sharp. Then they say Ure now, like maybe because what I've seen is that it seems like a lot of these mothers, they do this once their children now start working. You understand? Because they want money. And at the point that this person is starting to work, they are also like starting to be in a relationship or they've been in a relationship. And then now, Ray's wife comes to you. Can I please have a love potion for my what happens now?
Love potion. Uzomthanda ngendlela yakhe. Remember, they love you still. It's not that Ray will not love his mom. He will, but he will always be the second option.
Whoever came first.
Exactly. It's not that he will leave you. He will not leave you. But remember, Umama did that ritual. You know that man when you say, I want to buy hair, and then he will say, H, I already promised my mom. And once mom says this, he will wake up at 12 at night and drive. And when he comes back to you, he'll say, that woman carried me in their stomach for 9 months. Got to know the mama is carrying the mind of the son. Lies and things. Parents do a lot of that. I know what I talk about here. It's something that I know, and something that I know that I have clients that does that. That my son is working very well, and he cannot support that poor girl from the village. There's no way that poor girl is going to shine from my son's money. Gogo, I want my son to be under my.
Imagine.
So umamezala, uthola ukuthi umamezala did something to umntwana wakhe.
The biggest question that I know is going to follow up, and a lot of people will ask, is that in that case, Gogo Manzini, as a wife, what can you do to remove this nonsense of a mother-in-law?
Phela you put your spell.
So when now your spell will come and then override the spell of Mama.
No. Yes, Wenzan. Let me tell you. Your man is your man. Mm-hmm. That is when you say, look, you put the love potion was Ivamna, then he can hear you as well. And then you try to find a way. Yoguti, I think we need to go see a traditional healer. Blindly, I'm not sleeping well at night. So that the traditional healer can now give you things to
wake
Palaza.
So, like, there is no way that maybe, let's say, a woman out there can secretly then go and get something that will Palaza.
No. Yeah, you can go get, if your man trusts you enough, you can go get herbs and say, okay, in the morning, Nana, let's Palaza, I think we drank too much.
Yeah, but I mean, secretly so, Anga.
Yes, and then you can, because now the herbs that you are still going to get are designed to ukhipha idliso ngaphakathi. If only they correct and if only they work well. You understand what I'm trying to say? Now it's a problem if you gave him a love potion through his food, because now you are the person umpalazisayo now.
So like, wait, it's a problem if the mother-in-law gave the child food.
It's okay, you will flush it out. Now, what if you also gave him a love potion on top of that one, and now you want to give umuti to flush it out?
It will
So you're
flush
flushing everything out. Are you sure you want umuti that is designed
So now
to flush?
the moment he wakes up, it's like, hey, even you.
Hey. So you are deep in trouble. So it's just a matter of abo mama, and sometimes you just find ukuthi lesakho asahlali because umama akhe umdlisile eqala kudala.
Wow.
Yes.
So like basically what she's saying is that you'll find that your love potion is now not working because the mother has given one first.
Yeah, I'm just very
Do you think
sorry.
that it also then now goes with who's the stronger sangoma?
Yes, it goes with the strongest, but that is why we always advise people to start with consultation. Don't just buy. Don't just want a potion. Don't just want a spell. You need to do a consultation first so that you know what is actually going on with the person that you want, so that you know what's going on with your life. Because if you do a consultation, it gives us a direction of what is wrong with you still.
So
maybe sometimes your man leaves you because now you've been witched. Utakatiwe. So that's why maybe you don't know. You don't know why. So you are dirty. So now you need your own consultation, then you do your own cleansing, and then you go through your own processes. So everything needs to start with consultations.
So if this person, let's say like this, a wife that is consulting, maybe the wife is suspecting, I think my husband has been liswad by the mother, right? And then now it's like, okay, the person is coming to consult with you. Are you able to then see,
Yeah, you see. You get to see what you're going to work on. Because remember, I told you my mkulu talks on my side. So I know what is going on with you. So I need to know what this is, what is happening in that person's life, and how are we going to work around that. So that you now, my client, win the partner. But people nowadays take relationships for granted. Relationships need love potions. The age and the year that or the times that we're living in, relationships need love potions. Believe me or not, one day down the line or through in the years to come, people will wake up and understand that this, because I'm still gonna say it now. Our grandmothers, our grandmothers, they never divorced. Yes, as I was saying, that our four grandfathers and forefathers, and they never got divorced. Abahlukananga, you know why? They knew the importance of using herbs to build your home.
I know, I feel like there are other people that can also argue that it was also just because, our grandmothers didn't have any other options.
Yeah, it's not an option.
They were not working.
This discussion is not open for, this topic is not open for discussion. It's directed to those people that believes in this.
No.
Yeah, exactly. If you argue it, you argue it. We're not going to stop arguments. Someone will argue and say, I will pray and then God will provide. And then someone will say, I will, yeah, exactly. So this one is directed strictly, we are educating the people that are on the witchcraft department. You understand? The people that are saying, we will make it happen. Let's not argue it.
We're talking to the witches now. Like this is only concerning the witches. Okay, so now what I want to ask is this. Let's say now, you obviously, let's say like there is a Owamie out there with her boyfriend. They're both watching this interview. And Owamie's boyfriend is like, I think I love Owamie too much. I need to go lawyer her. And then Owamie also at the same time, I think I love Ubuti too much. I need to go lawyer him. And then these two go to Sangomas relatively the same time to lawyer each other. What happens there?
It works if they gave them umuto sebenzayo. If they gave them the correct herbs, it's gonna work for the guy. Lawyer, yeah. We love each other wholeheartedly.
Together in witchcraft.
Exactly. It's just that there's no, if you know that it's done to you, it's not gonna work.
Oh.
Yeah, so the problem is that I think other couples would say, we can go together.
Does that work?
No, then that's the problem. Is that the problem that when the other one knows that you did, it's not gonna work.
So it has to
be a secret, then it works with him not knowing. It has to be a secret with him not knowing. And also, again, women should stop running after broke men. We discussed that. We discussed it.
Go, what you just don't like brokenness?
Why should you run over after someone who's broke?
Have you ever helped someone that came to Wanabamba, a broke person?
I don't give out those.
You refuse?
No. You know why? Because I love my clients so much. How much is a school fee?
Heish.
How much is a school fee?
Paying,
and then when are you busy? Because a man's sex is me good. He's good in bed.
No, it's good.
But then school, the kids will eat his spam. Yo, I change when I talk about those topics. What are the kids gonna eat? The sex that you do in the bed? Obviously not. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So broke niggas.
Broke niggas don't deserve no pussy. I know that's right. You better listen, shame. On this one, I do fully 100% agree with you. I leave them, guys. Like, leave them. They will show you pepper.
They will show you pepper. And you know what is more frustrating? Sometimes you're a woman, you're busy taking care of the house, doing any, and then the stupid is out there jollering. You
but
cook, you
if
clean,
you
you
gave
do.
love potion, Angiti.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Some of the reasons why people would want to give love potions. You're busy cooking, you're washing, you're doing this, you're doing that, but someone is out there busy with people with long nails like Gogo Manzini who can't even wash an underwear.
You can't show me.
I pay people to do that for me.
Love us.
I can afford. I pay, man.
I can afford.
So you know why? Mm-hmm. I'm not dating a broke. I'm not married to a broke nigga. Mm-hmm. I'm married to a tenderpreneur. So I don't know if I use the love potion on him or not.
You
but
don't know. Gogo, you do not know.
I don't know, you know.
You can't remember.
I don't remember. I think I had wine or you know what. So we want the best for us, but when we do love potions or when you give love potion to somebody, mm-hmm. you yourself need to know that you are sure about this kind of a person. Mm-hmm. You need to know that you are going to stand him. If in the morning he wakes up, his mouth
smells
is bad, know that I'm signing to this. If every time when he removes his shoes, they stink, sign up for that. If he's 2 minutes noodles in bed, sign up for that. Don't give someone a love potion tomorrow and go say,
yeah.
A man will kill you.
I changed my mind.
You change your mind, you will be dying. You change your mind, you will be dying. You will die.
Gogo, I want to really also just understand this part. Guys, as a country, there's such a high percentage of GBV. And I do remember there was a time that there was this brutal killing of this other young lady that I'm not going to mention because I don't want people to say, this and that. And when the way that she was killed, literally her body was dismembered, right? And burnt. It was bad, And then after that, there were allegations that came out to say, actually, these people, they went to a sangoma, they did some love spells, there was some blood bonding spells, whatever. And so now that she did not want this guy, that's how he brutally killed her and did all those stuff. The guy obviously is in jail, which obviously we praise the country and the legal system for that. But then I remember there was actually somebody, and this was, a few years back, that actually went to Twitter and said, these are ritual killings that you guys are seeing here. And she's not the only one. And you'll find that this men, they kill this woman in the most brutal way. And most of them actually do get dismembered. They remove your head.
You know why?
And then, so now what I actually really also want to find out, do you think that it is because there are so many, first of all, sangomas right now, which we also have so many fake sangomas out there that do not know how to even mix this muti. When you're going to get a love potion for someone that does not know how to, and then now this man is a raging thing that is now killing you.
Sometimes they say they use animals.
The spirit of an animal.
Sometimes they use animal spirits. We don't use that for love rituals. So what they do, they use spirit animals. They use animal bones. They use animal skins to mix on the herbs. So you know what happens? Sometimes the person when you guys have an argument, a small argument, and then you get angry, and then they get angry, you become that animal in his eyes. I want you to understand that it's not because someone cheated on somebody. Sometimes we are having an argument, and when you are having an argument, you become angry. So remember, you and your DNAs or whatever that they gave you, wherever those uneducated traditional healers or healers that don't know how to do things. Now, he ate probably that, and then now he becomes the beast that you gave him. And when he also looks at you, he sees that beast because those herbs of your DNA were mixed with that beast. So he's going to cut every part of you because in his mind, he thinks that he's fighting with that lion. And in most instances like that, you find that no one that loved somebody would do that. And now, when they also come back to their senses now, I'm saying the killers now, where is Sola?
Like, you're now
He
dead.
doesn't know what happened. He was not even a bad person. Sometimes you would find, or even if you do a survey in the community, and you ask them about that particular guy was even the grandmothers of the community, you find them crying. That how can this guy do this? How so?
I remember there was also a case about that guy dismembered the girl and threw her in the fridge. Not that I'm saying the girl did anything, but I'm just saying like the brutality, the way that they actually killed these women, it's just demonic. That's the thing that I'm saying. So I think that if there's any education that we're also having right here is that, please guys, I know that some of you guys out there, you do love potions. As in a judge, whatever you want to do, obviously to each their own. God, to us who believe God will come back, He will judge. God will be the judge. But what I'm simply saying is that also for your own safety, the same way that if you watch the previous video, which we uploaded this morning, I was talking about how it's not every church that you enter. Because it's not every church that runs with the Spirit of God. It's not every Indumba you enter. Because it's not every Nduba that is actually working with the ancestral spirits. Some people don't know anything, they just want money. And they don't care about the consequences. They learn one thing here and there. They mix wrong herbs and wrong things. Mind you, your husband is now seeing a lion.
Some of them, they go online to read about herbs, what herbs to be done. I mean, it's crazy, it's crap. And you also need to understand, do your research on your traditional healer. I don't know how, but do a background check.
I think with the traditional healer, that is the most difficult thing to say.
Yeah.
Because traditional healers are all rich, but they have no client. No one comes and claims, I'm actually Gogo Manzini's client.
Yeah, they are all hidden. They hide.
They hide themselves.
But
you guys are so rich. We look at him and like, okay, clearly you have clients. You're the only healers that have no clients but rich.
Mina Pela, I've got a lot of clients, but they cannot come out to talk.
That's what I'm saying.
And Mina, personally, guys, it's not just traditional healing money. I'm a businesswoman.
Yes, she is a businesswoman.
And I use herbs to attract business.
Really?
Yeah. So we also, there's a lot of things that you need to understand, my friend. As I said, education is very important. Yeah. You must check the level of education of a traditional healer or things like that. We need to do important rituals. We work with clean ladies. I told you, we work with slay queens. We work with rich people. We work with celebrities. So you need to go to a person that knows their story. I mean, sometimes the connection is there.
Yeah.
You know, ancestors talk. If you're an ancestral person or you're a person that does traditional healing, the connection between you and that traditional healer, lapo. And when you get there or when you actually meet that person, you feel the connection that this person is actually going to help me. But you need to know that your traditional healer must do thorough research. Spirits is not just spirits, you know, a certain spirit for a certain ritual. A certain spirit for a certain ritual. We use ants, izintwala, for izichito. Because we want what? We want those worms or those things to come down there from you as a woman. Then we use that. We use animal spirits for fighting spells. When we fight. And an animal also, you need to understand, an eagle. We use eagles for attraction spirits, for money attractions, for
'Cause
to
it
rise.
purifies.
Exactly.
Okay.
Education. We use doves for some love rituals because doves are a symbol of peace, symbol of humanity, symbol of union. So you need to understand what is done for what. You won't tell me anything about Muti. I do my research. I do everything. I know everything like that. We use lion's pee.
Where do you? What? Do you literally go and get a lion and hold its balls and?
We've
squeeze
got
the-
connections with people that works at the zoos.
Okay. Okay, that makes
That makes sense.
This is not here to expose
Exactly.
your secrets. And
No,
stuff.
it's fine.
Is it?
And we use no one can come and ask me which zoo.
Which zoo?
I will deal with them. We use a baboon's urine. Baboon's urine is used to mix love potions. Why? A baboon or imfene or whatever they call them, it pees in one place. Did you know that? It doesn't pee there and there and there.
It has one spot.
Yeah.
So basically, this is to say you only come here.
Yeah, you only come inside here. Yes. So that if you can do your research about monkeys, monkey. Yes. So if they stay here in this yard, right? This one will pee right here all the time. And then we get people that digs those souls for us. And then we use them for isbambelelo.
Okay.
And then you're only in one place. So that is why I'm saying when we do some things, we use a lot of things. So we use this, we use that, we use this, we use that, we use that. Herbs, and then we combine them. And then we then call upon the spirits, and then they do the same thing.
You know, if there's anything that I've actually learned when it comes to all this, guys, is that when people would say, like, hi, bo, people about this way, guys, they eat. They eat these people. People, human poop, baboon urine. They eat. These people eat. But anyway, I mean, guys, look at the time. It has definitely, we're being signaled that time is actually, So I don't know. We might even have a part 3.
And also when I use my herbs, we use isandla sayimfene. So I use that to mix all my herbs.
Why? Why the hand?
A monkey doesn't miss.
Where?
A monkey doesn't miss. It will look at you there. And once it takes whatever it takes and it throws at you, you're shy. So when I use all my herbs, I
like it
mix
goes
them
there.
with that. No, it doesn't go there. I have the hand.
No, that's what I'm saying with the hand. We make
Yes.
sure that it goes to the spot that is needed.
Yes. To wrap it up, as a human, as people that does believe in traditional things, it's important to start by consulting with a traditional healer. Then you hear the story when you guys are still talking. If he can tell you what's going on in your life without knowing you, then there's something you must do about that person. Number one. Number two, you need to give yourself enough time when you're on consultations. Ask questions enough that you understand everything. And then listen to that guidance then now from there. Because now you might come saying you want a love potion only to find what you need to cleanse first, you need to do this and this and this and this and this. Because now then we need to make you what you want. And before you decide on taking a love potion on somebody, zibuze uguti,
Are you sure?
is he the one that I think I want? Is it for now? Is it for later? When this person gets a car accident tomorrow, then they can't walk. Am I going to be able to? When that person comes back tomorrow home in a wheelchair,
But I mean, if he now doesn't have one other leg, he's not as dangerous.
he's not as dangerous, but he can sleep with a knife and sleep with you next to you. And Pela, those people, they've got plans. You know those people, they will kill you. Une plan, Owamie. You know what they do? They know what when I touch you here. I don't have a. They know they don't have balance. Yo. Don't think about it,
Not
Chomi.
that I'm actually laughing at people that
Don't think about it, Chomi.
But I'm just even saying, like, if you see the Uche Chomi, I can try my luck.
At night when you go to bed, you must search him.
Guys, me and Gogo Manzini will never live here. So I think that we'll definitely have to have a part 3. moral stories that with love potions, unfortunately, if things go wrong, your life is the prize most of the time, you know. So just be very careful out there. And obviously, this was so much fun. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
joining
much
us
also.
yet again.
I feel it's a lot of education and we don't stop talking.
1000%.
There's always a lot of things that people can talk about.
Yeah.
But usually, obviously, I have time for my clients. They can always reach out to me and they can always talk to me and I can always give them teachings further. Like, you know, I've got all the time.
Yeah.
So they can send me WhatsApp on 072 448 1474. That's 072 448 1474. On Instagram at I am Gogo Manzini. On YouTube, Dr. Gogo Manzini TV. But I think you also upload them down the screen.
Yeah.
And then they can always reach out to me. And then I'm always here to help. I'm always available to lawyering. I don't sleep for that. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm always available for lawyering. But guys, honestly, like as I'm saying, these videos are really educational. So thank you so much for being this open, honestly.
Thank you.
I really honestly highly appreciate this.
Thank you.
And when we started, I didn't know I was gonna enjoy this much.
Yes.
I don't want to like, because I feel like I'm just learning so much. I'm also just getting to understand that
The other
different-
world.
Yes.
Yes.
Because it's a world that I knew it exists, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's a whole entire world.
Sometimes you don't have to come to that world, but knowing what happens in that world is
better.
better. Because now